Several national temperature records were smashed all across the European continent over the New Year's weekend. The winter heatwave in Europe is being termed as historic as the January temperatures reached an all-time high in several European states. Reportedly, national record was set in at least 7 European countries. Temperatures were at least 10 to 20 degrees Celsius above normal from France to Western Europe. On the first day of the year, 7 countries recorded their warmest January. It was 19.6 Celsius in the Czech Republic, 19 in Poland, and 16.9 degrees Celsius in the Netherlands, the report says. The other countries that witnessed spring-like weather were Belarus, Lithuania, Denmark, and Latvia. London-based meteorologist Scott Duncan wrote on Twitter, "We just observed the warmest January day on record for many countries in Europe, truly unprecedented in modern records." Warm weather and low snowfall forced some low-altitude ski resorts in the Northern Alps and French Pyrenees to close a few weeks after opening. This has put a dampener on the start of the ski season, which will affect the alpine communities that depend on winter sports for a living. Meteorologists and climatologists expressed alarm over the unseasonably warm winter weather, saying there were too many records to count and that many of the overnight minimum temperatures were comparable to summers. So why is Europe so warm in winters this year? According to some climate experts, the January weather is a result of global warming. There have been warnings that it will cause warmer, wetter winters. Nahil Bergerze, a meteorology and climate enthusiast, wrote on Twitter, "One of the most severe winter heatwave in Europe's modern history visualizes over the last 2 days. Hundreds of monthly warm temperature records were broken all over the continent. This is exactly the kind of very abnormal event that is progressively rewriting global climatology," he wrote. Maximiliano Herrera, a climatologist who tracks global weather extremes, called the event totally insane and absolute madness. He wrote that some of the high nighttime temperatures observed were uncommon in midsummer. According to him, Europe is experiencing a strong wintertime heat dome. A heat dome occurs when the atmosphere traps hot air over a region like a lid or a cap. The longer that air remains trapped, the more the sun works to heat the air, producing warmer conditions with every passing day. Heat domes normally persist over several days in any one location, but they can last longer. They can also move, influencing neighboring areas over a week or two, according to a report in The Conversation. Stretching for days to weeks, this weather condition can cause people, crops, and animals to suffer through stagnant hot air that can feel like an oven. It's not all warm in Europe though. Colder temperatures and snow are forecast in parts of Scandinavia, and Moscow is expected to drop to minus 20 degrees by the weekend. Just days earlier, the UK, Ireland, France, and Spain declared 2022 their hottest year on record. In the UK, every month but December was hotter than average. December itself saw snowfall across large parts of the country, although conditions are milder and wetter now. Heat waves have become more frequent, more intense, and last longer because of human-induced climate change.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.